You're talking, I'm not asking questions. If you want to play the game, understand that it has costs when you lose, that it's exactly what I say. You have a receipt for the food that you bought, but you don't have a receipt for the food that you stole. I'm putting you in for 90 days. So if you want to gamble that, you can gamble that, but I'm not asking questions right now. I'm not playing games with you. Counsel, your appearance for Mr. Hart.
Good morning. 78413, MIB's counsel for Mr. Arms. You say it where?
Good morning. Counsel, I've got two files for Mr. Hart. One, no, that's not his. I got one file for Mr. Hart. November 12, 25, operating while impaired. Let's see. He was sentenced on May 14th. Fines and costs, 12 months probation, 8 days on the work program. He's here today because as part of our work program process, the supervisor took the crew to lunch, and on two different occasions, Mr. Hart helped himself to some food at the counter that he didn't pay for.
I talked to Mr. Hartz, and he actually showed me a credit card receipt for the day in question. I don't have the amount, and I was asking Mr. Lilly if we could adjourn so that I can get more facts as far as what the amount that we were disappointing was stolen on that day. If it lines up with the amount on his credit card statement on the same date for at the same restaurant, we would ask the probation to dismiss that one and allow him to complete his whole program.
Okay.
But we are prepared today to plead guilty to the violation of probation for the failed protest or the failure to set up protest.
We'll do it all at once. All right. So hold on. I want you to be clear on something. My understanding is that you purchased some food at the restaurant and you also took food at the restaurant that you didn't pay for. So I'll give you the adjournment.
Before we dive in, just a quick note. This commentary is created for educational purposes, designed to help those who may be confused or curious about courtroom processes. If you don't find it helpful, feel free to skip ahead. But for those who want a deeper understanding, stay tuned. It's about to get intense. At first glance, this might seem like a simple case about stolen food, but what unfolds is actually a lesson in probation, judicial discretion, and courtroom strategy. Watch closely as the judge explains why even a seemingly small decision can have massive legal consequences. The defendant now faces a choice that could completely change the outcome of his case, and one wrong move could turn a few days of punishment into months behind bars.
But just so you understand, today, if I find you responsible for stealing food, I'm going to give you 3 days in jail instead of the 3 remaining days on the work program. If you go through all this and it's determined that it's exactly what I say, you have a receipt for the food that you bought, but you don't have a receipt for the food that you stole, I'm putting you in for 90 days. So if you want to gamble that, you can gamble that, but I'm not asking questions right now. I'm not playing games with you. All right. So I'm not asking questions right now. I'm just telling you where you're at. I think you're playing games with me. So if you want to play the game, just you're talking. I'm not asking questions. If you want to play the game, understand that it has costs when you lose. So with that, if you want to talk to counsel, talk to counsel. If you want to just have a date to come back, I'll do that. And I'll have somebody from Blue Sky Restaurant here.
Please prepare to plead guilty to both, except the 3 days in jail.
Yes?
3 two doors and son I take care of full time.
Okay.
My mother passed away.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Outside her stomach, can't nobody else take it.
How old are the kids?
Son's 4, my other 2, my daughter just turned 10, Joan 4.
Okay.
My other daughter is 6.
Okay.
Take care of them full time myself.
Okay.
I'll smoke weed.
I'll give you some time. I'll give you a little time to make arrangements, but you're doing 3 days in jail. You don't have to start it today. No. It's not a money thing. Like I said, I'll give you some time to make some arrangements. And I would strongly suggest the 4-year-old's probably too young, but certainly the 10-year-old is old enough to get her some grief counseling. Get her some grief counseling. And if you talk to my probation department, they can probably give you some. Emily, did you get that one I just found out about, the one in Northville? Hold on a minute.
when I passed on North Line Road, I think it's Beacon Baptist, they have a huge thing of grief sharing. Because I know that's the word that you usually use to counsel.
I'm not gonna find it now. I, just grief counseling, I'll just say that. Your daughter would benefit, but go ahead. I don't care. You owe me 3 days in jail. Like I said, I'm not gonna tell you to start right now. I'll give you a little time. What's that?
What time? Give me the time.
I want the jail done by the end of the month. And that's a gift. That's a huge gift. But I'm not going to wait. You got to tell me when you're going to report for jail.
Can you,
Make some phone calls. Yeah.
find out? what-
Yeah. In the next half hour, I want you to come in here and say, I want to report for jail on such and such a day.
Like, 2 of the days could be weekend days? Saturday and Sunday, or Thursday night, and
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know if anybody's doing that now.
And it is Sumter, so I'd have to contact Huron PD, so I don't know if they're gonna do 3.
Yeah. She can check, she can confirm that while he's talking to the boss. I don't care what days they are. If they'll accommodate him so he can do Saturday and Sunday, that's fine.
Next week, Wednesday, Thursday.
You sure? So that's the 24th. You'll report here at 9 o'clock in the morning. Got that, Mr. Foley?
Yes.
All right. And once again, grief counseling.
Over 300.
That's, you still owe the money, whatever you got working out on that. Your appearances or appearance, Mr. King.
78774.
Go ahead.
And if my colleagues left, yeah, you file and you know, here should be a further on. My understanding that office contacted the complainant and the complainant is not objecting to the expungement.
Wonderful.
People so should disqualifying businesses appropriate for people have that option.
Thank you. All right.
You have to bring it,
Did you bring an order?
just to completely fill out an order for this.
I was not supposed to bring anything.
Okay.
You gotta read the instructions, that's the.
Yeah. I'm going to grant your order, but you got to have an order for me to sign to make this happen. Okay, well, it's not our job to tell you how to get your expungement, ma'am.
Take it to the court downstairs.
Okay, goodbye. Then we're done. We're done then. See you. And you're leaving. Bye. And you want to argue with me, so leave my courtroom. I'm just telling you, it's not our job to tell you how to do this. You've chosen to do this process. We don't tell you how to do that. And I'm telling you, you need an order. So go get an order, fill out the order, present the order. You don't have an attorney. Okay? Attorneys know about orders. You've chosen to do this on your own. You got to read those instructions better because you got to have an order. I'm telling you, I'm going to give you what you want, but I'm not going to do your paperwork for you. Understood? Bye.
Okay, what?
Get out of my courtroom. I'm done with you. Get out of my courtroom. Take her out of here or take her to the jail. I don't care.
You're bad. It's not like this.
Get online. Do your research. One more word, contempt of court, 1 day in jail. That's 1 day. That's 1 day. Because you can't keep your mouth shut in my courtroom. Put her in. Put her in. What do you got?
Oh, I'm not sorry.
2 days if you say another word. Shut your mouth and go and sit down. Go ahead.
He's a,
Okay.
said that he was in bankruptcy court in Mango.
Is that the one with it?
That was it, it was after they just left, but the girl that was with him did just leave, I mean, never come back in.
Yeah.
I double checked online, didn't see anything called down to their court. They don't have anything for him. So he doesn't, I mean, based on.
He's been lying
Yeah.
for months.
Yeah. He even said in the voicemail, he's been attending IOP for this, but like, I don't know.
So now we'll see what she's going on.
Right. Yeah.
Is he scheduled tomorrow?
Today, yes, today. Yeah, he was kind of asking for an opinion.
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
This is all this person. I do review
Mhm.
the bill run to the state, and I've just put the note on the phone.
Good.
They should be in shortly.
Okay. No, they're gonna wait. Okay. Mr. King, what do you got?
Judge, I've spoken with. I'm sorry, the meeting's going on. I've spoken with counsel on Zoom on Fauser. I understand we're just the schedule. And I don't think you put on the record for that.
All right. Who's the attorney for Fauser?
That's me, Judge. I'm ready.
All right. Currently, it's set for today, so I'm assuming we don't want that. When do you want your exam?
I thought it was set for next week at 9 a.m. and that time works great for me, Judge.
It is. It is. You're right. It is. All right. So we'll leave as is.
Yes, that'd be perfect.
For the defense, I simply ask that if the defense needs anything, they reach out to Mr. Lang, who's gonna be handling that.
All right. And it's currently set for 9 a.m. next week.
Yes, that works great.
Bond is continued. Ms.
Thank you,
Fauser, you
Judge.
got all that?
Yes, Your
All
Honor.
right. In court next week. Counsel, you got
Okay.
anything else?
No, I received digital discovery from APA King, so I think we're all good.
Okay. All right.
That's me for now, Judge. I'll be next.
Thank you. Who are you?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, if she behaves herself for the next hour, I'll let her go. But I'm not going to play that. All right. So if you want to stick around for a minute, I'll see what her attitude is back there. And if she's calmed down a little bit, I'll have my court officers take you into the conference room so you can talk to her and just say, girl, you got to calm down. Okay. I was trying to help her, but it's not my problem if she don't know what she's trying to do, how to do it. Okay. So just have a seat. All right.
Thank you. What is your name, just in case we need to know? Tracy Jones.
Thank you, Ms. Jones. Counsel on Miss Pinson's file, your appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please this Honorable Court, Vanessa Moss, P63901 of NDS, representing Miss Melissa Pinson, who appears via Zoom. Miss Pinson, could you please place your name on the record?
Melissa Pinson.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Counsel, if I'm reading this correctly, prosecution is going to take count one down to a use of, right?
Yes.
And she's going to plead guilty to use of, then she's going to plead guilty to count 2 and 3 as written. Is that right?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Miss Pinson, did you discuss your rights and options with Miss Moss?
Yes, I did.
You understand those rights and the options they give you?
Yes.
Do you understand the possible penalty for the charge of use of cocaine?
Yes, I do.
And do you understand the possible penalty for operating while intoxicated?
Yes.
And the charge of drove while license suspended, do you understand the possible penalty on that one?
Yes.
Understanding all these things, are you pleading guilty to those 3 charges today freely and voluntarily?
Yes, I am.
Counsel, would you like to voir dire to get me the facts that support the pleas?
Your Honor, I don't have the file in front of me. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
That's
Hold
all
on.
right. I can give you an incident date. This would have
Okay.
been on October 19, 2021 in Romulus.
On that day in time, Ms. Pinson, you heard the date that's been stated by the court. Were you in the city of Romulus? And were you driving while under the influence of alcohol? Your license was suspended. And did you have possession of a narcotic.
Yes.
And you didn't have a prescription for that. Is that correct?
No.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. I think I'm in compliance.
Ms. Pinson, do you remember if you had a blood test or a breathalyzer test back then?
Your Honor, I don't remember. It was so long ago. It's been almost 7 years ago. I don't remember.
All right, give me just a minute. Let's see if I got some paperwork.
And I wrote to you, if I could speak real fast, I wrote to you
Hold
via
on.
email.
Listen,
You
Miss
want me to
Pinson,
read
Miss
this
Pinson,
so I
don't.
can take care of the plea, or do you want me to hear you? Because I can't do both.
Oh, okay,
not that
I'm
good.
sorry. I'm sorry. Go
Okay.
ahead. Sorry.
One second.
All right. Ms. Moss, according to the incident report I've got in the file, the blood test results showed a 0.18. So are you satisfied that we've met the gathered the facts necessary to support these three pleas?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'll accept those three pleas. I'll dismiss the original count one. Tell me what's going on with Ms. Pinson. How long is she going to be where she's at?
Your Honor, my client is currently staying at a hotel. She was in a relationship where there was domestic violence and she moved away. Ms. Pinson has indicated that she, since that incident occurred in 2021, she's participating in a rehabilitation program.
Let me
She,
stop you. Let me stop you. We're getting into the weeds. I want to know how long she's going to be in custody because I've got to have her screened by my probation department.
Your Honor, we're hoping that she will be out of custody. She has a bond that was $500. She could not
In
pay.
our file,
I'm sorry.
is this file the only one she's being held on?
That's the only file.
Oh, I can fix that. Okay.
Okay,
All right.
thank you.
Okay, she got no other cases pending.
She does not.
Okay, all right. So now let's get to where you were going. Does she have a place to stay?
She does have a place to stay. She's staying at the Red Roof Inn, in Farmington.
Farmington
Okay.
Hills. Yeah.
Miss Pinson, do you have the address, or do you have an address we should use if we mail you a notice?
Yes, you can use the address that's on my ID, the 2174 Dickerson Avenue.
Okay, all right.
Yep,
Okay.
because
All
I'll
right,
still get it.
Do you have an email address?
Yes.
Have you given that to one of our clerks?
I haven't, but you should have it because you emailed me like 3 months ago.
All right,
For
Heather
this.
tells me we've got the email. All
Yeah.
right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna change your bond today so you can get out on the street. My
Okay.
probation department's gonna contact you, probably send you something in the mail to the Dickerson address,
Okay.
and email you. We're gonna schedule you to come in for an interview.
Okay.
Based on that interview, we're gonna have a report prepared, and that'll be the report that I look at before I sentence you. So
Okay.
counsel, probably the easiest thing is if you'll just contact our probation department and pick a sentencing date with them.
Okay. It'd be best for me to contact the probation department.
Miss Moss.
Oh,
I'm assuming Miss
Okay,
Moss's
Judge-
schedule is much busier than yours.
Judge, could I also make sure that you guys have my accurate phone number as well?
Go.
734-360-5072 and the email missmelissa1001@gmail.com.
We got you.
Perfect.
All right. So currently the bond is,
Miss Melissa. 001.
is your email ms dot?
Yes, ms.melissa1001@gmail.com.
All right. So currently the bond is 5,010%. Yes, Miss Moss?
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right. So as I said, I'm referring for a pre-sentence investigation and sentencing date, and I'm going to change the bond. Ms. Pinson, I'm going to put you on a personal bond, a $5,000 personal bond with a couple
Yes, thank you,
conditions.
Judge.
You're welcome. The first two conditions are pretty obvious. Stay out of trouble and show up in court when you're supposed to be.
I will, I promise.
All right. The third one isn't so obvious, but it's just as important. Do not purchase, possess, or consume any mood-altering substance unless you've got a doctor's prescription. So that means no marijuana, no alcohol. Understood?
Okay. Understood. Thank you,
All right.
Judge.
You're welcome. Miss Moss, did we miss anything?
No, you did not.
Thank
All
you,
right,
Miss
have a great
Moss.
day, ladies.
Thank you, Miss Moss.
You're welcome. I'll talk
Have
to
a
you
good day,
soon.
Judge. Thank you.
Ms. Pinson? All right, counsel, your appearance for Sears.
Yes, Nadia Hakeem, P number 87799 on behalf of Miss Sears. Miss Sears is on Zoom in the Wayne County Jail.
All right, and we just need an exam date?
Yes, Judge, we do need an exam date, and I also would like to address bond today.
All right, well, I'm gonna need a prosecutor for that, so give me just a minute, we'll get a
Okay.
prosecutor. Hey,
Thank you,
Mike,
Judge.
ask one of the guys to come in and talk about bond, so either Kaplan or Muhammad.
Did she fall down? She wants me to try and talk, yeah. Her friend's out there waiting. I said, if she calms down, I said, I'll let her out of there. But she's got to calm her things down. You tell her. I said, you put her friend in the talk. So don't put the friend in the conference room. And she just got to calm down.
She makes me rethink my desire to give her expungement. You might tell her that. Me thinks she may still have anger issues.
He's not seeing some people.
Um,
We like him. Beautiful.
I'm about to do a bond argument on Sears. Who's our MIDC attorney, do you know?
For what?
Oh, I'm sorry, arraignments.
I'm thinking Royce, the Royce is in room 30.
Oh, is he? Okay. Well, and somebody already grabbed the jail. Romulus was on. Somebody grabbed it?
Yes.
Okay. All right, counsel, let's talk about Sears. Appearances?
And good morning again, Your Honor. Nadia Hakeem, P number 87799 on behalf of Miss Stacy Sears, who appears on Zoom.
All right, so by my reading of the file, bond is 25,000, 10% currently. GPS tether, no firearms or ammunition, no assaultive behavior. That's what I read on the file. So make your argument, Ms. Hakeem.
That's correct, Judge. Right now, her bond is set at the 25,000, 10%. To give a little bit more context to this case, the allegations in this case are very closely related to the allegations in a different case out of Taylor, Michigan. That case was already filed way earlier than this case. They're directly related. They all kind of come from the same circumstance and date and times, because of course the charger is fleeing and eluding. The case out of Taylor, I believe there's two cases out of Taylor. Those are in Third Circuit Court, and her bond in those cases are personal plus house arrest. Originally, what had happened in that case is it was a personal to treatment. Since it was important for Miss Sears to get treatment, she went to Don Farm. After that, she was on a personal house arrest to
Let me
her
stop
home.
you. How long was she in Dawn Farm?
I believe close to 2 months.
All right, successfully completed the program?
So they decided that she needed a lesser form of treatment. So she was then put on a personal plus house arrest. And then my office, NDS, was working on getting her into more mental health treatment outside of that. But then, however, because she was on tether and house arrest, she got picked up very quickly after, because this Romulus case was filed months later. But it's not new criminal activity. It all comes from the same circumstance. So what we're requesting now is just for a personal house arrest to get her back into that treatment that we've been trying to get her into. My office has been working very closely with Ms. Sears. Her bond in the other cases, again, is the personal house arrest. And we are still trying to get her into that treatment. That would be very helpful for Ms. Sears here.
Mr. Muhammad?
The events reflecting modified on to house arrest.
And lower it from 25,010 to a personal. So the lady can get into treatment. Basically to mirror what's going on in Third Circuit, I think is what you're saying.
Correct, Judge. She was out for a while and then she got re-picked up on a newly filed case. But again, not new criminal activity.
Right.
I would have no objection to house arrest with a GPS fence.
Okay, all right. We didn't pick an exam date yet. So when are you ready to do that?
Judge, I believe we had spoken off the record about July 7th at 11 a.m. That is when I would be available.
Okay, it's currently scheduled next week. Can you do that or not?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay. All right. July 7th, Mr. Muhammad?
Yeah, that works.
Heather, what time you want to set that?
I think, was that the time we chose?
Correct, yes, July 7th, 11 a.m.
Okay, all right. And Miss Sears, I'm going to change your bond. I'm going to put you on a $5,000 personal with GPS tether house arrest. Got that? All right, you're muted. There you go.
Thank
All right,
you.
understood? All right,
Yes,
raise your
sir.
right hand.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you swear or affirm and acknowledge the debt payable to the court in amount of $5,000 if you violate your bond? Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm?
Yes, I swear.
All right, you can put your hand down now. Bond condition number 1, stay out of trouble. Bond condition number 2, be where you're supposed to be as far as court dates. Counsel, anything else?
That's all, Judge. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Ms.
Thank
Sears,
you.
just get in contact with me right when you're released, okay?
Thanks, Mom.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Judge. Have a good rest of your day.
You as well.
Mr. Granada.
Mr. Granada, your appearance for Mr. Smith, please.
Morning, Your Honor. 78413. Am I decent counsel for Mr. Smith? I'm sorry, Mr. White. Mr. White, did you say your name for the record?
Sorry.
Even White.
All right, and I've got a plea agreement that says Mr. White's going to plead guilty to domestic violence from January 3/23, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir, do you understand the possible penalty for the charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand your rights and options?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you pleading guilty today freely and voluntarily?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Counsel, would you voir dire to get the facts I need?
Yes, Your Honor. I don't have the actual date and
January 3, 2023 in Romulus.
January 3rd, 2023 in Romulus, was there an incident that attracted the attention and visit by law enforcement?
Yes.
At that time, did you make contact with an individual without that person's consent?
Yes, I did.
Physical contact, sir?
Yes.
Satisfied, counsel?
Yes, sir.
I will accept the plea. Is he in custody just on this or something else?
So, Your Honor, he is actually, he served 90 days at Macomb. He was released a couple of weeks ago, and he was picked up by Wayne County on this. So he's been incarcerated for 90 days in Macomb County on a different domestic violence. He's already pled to that when he's on 18 months of probation with all the requirements out of that jurisdiction for anger management and other types of remediation.
Okay.
He's also, like I said, spent the last 2 weeks in custody on this charge at Wayne County. And I think it's state attorney, they have no objection to giving him credit for time served and to offer him, as his penalty, 12 months of non-reported probation.
No. Oh,
By the way, Your Honor, he hasn't had any contact with either the victim or anyone else at that address in the last 3 years.
Okay,
And has no intentions to, and no need to ever go back.
okay. Did we lose Mr. King?
Not in person. He's in person.
Would you ask Mr. King to step in? I want to see if we've had contact with the victim so we can do an immediate sentencing. If not, we'll have to schedule. Oh, Mohammed, maybe.
Mr. Muhammad is the one that drew up the.
The one you were talking to.
July 14th, 10 a.m. by Zoom would be the PSI, and I can put all the information whenever I do this.
Thanks. Mr. Mohammed, on the Stephen White matter, I think the complainant's name is Tony Hicks. Did you have contact with him? I'm trying to decide if we can do an immediate sentencing.
I didn't have the contact, but his phone is not served. So let's wait for me to reach him.
Yeah. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. Mr. White, he's currently held just on us, right? This bond is the only thing to keep him in. I'm going to change your bond so you can get out of there. I'm going to schedule a pre-sentence interview. So that's going to be July 14th at 10 o'clock on Zoom. We'll put all this information on your paperwork
Yes, Your Honor.
so that you'll be interviewed by probation. They'll have a chance to send notice to Mr. Hicks to see if he's got any input before we sentence. By law, I have to give a victim a chance to weigh in.
I
So-
understand, Your Honor.
After July 14th sometime, you'll be sentenced. You'll see the report that is prepared by probation. I'll look at that report. You'll have a chance to go over that with the attorney, and then we'll talk about whatever you want to talk about, and I'll sentence you at that time. Do you understand all that?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Makes sense?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So currently you're at 5,000, 10%. I'm gonna put you on a 5,000 personal. All the other conditions are the same, including
Yes,
no
Your Honor.
contact with Mr. Hicks and not to go back to that address.
Perfect, Your Honor.
Any questions?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, good luck.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, good morning, Mr. Lewis. You understand your rights and options?
Sure.
And you understand the possible penalty for no valid operator's license? Understanding all that, are you pleading guilty to that charge today? Doing so freely and voluntarily? All right. The deal I've got on paper says you're going to plead to no operator's license on person, and both original charges from May 29 would be dismissed, correct?
Yes.
All right. Did you drive a vehicle on that day, sir? And was that near 94 on Wayne Road?
Yeah.
And at that time, did you have a valid license? Satisfied, counsel?
Yes, sir.
So am I. What should I know about Mr. Lewis before I sentence him?
I just wanted to let you know that there are some, he's getting his affairs in order. He's got the 3 other jurisdictions that he's going to be meeting with either later this week or early next week to pay the fines and costs for expired tickets. And once that 3rd jurisdiction I'm going to stay with is done, he should be able to apply for his license.
Okay. You got a job, Mr. Lewis? Where are you working? Okay. How long you been doing that? All right. Take care of your back. So before I get back to this file and sentence you, we've got other files you owe us money on. Let's see, we've got a 2025 registration or plate charge you owe us $300 on. 2025 no insurance, you owe $378. And from that same date, equipment violation, you owe $240. Looks like there's also a seatbelt ticket that you owe from this year, I think. Oh, that's the one we just dismissed. All right. All right. So it looks like you owe us $923. Are you in a position to set up some kind of payments on these?
Your Honor, I was wondering if he can pay $100 today, and then he can set up a payment plan where he can pay $100 a month or more, depending on, how many hours.
Okay. Yeah, get that set up before you leave the building then. All right. And once again, I'm going to sentence you on this file, but I've got some other stuff. We've got 2 files from August 4, 2025 from Romulus. Drobo license suspended and Drobo license suspended. Is that right? Oh, one's from May 30th, one's from August. All right, so we got 2 Drobo license suspended charges. We're going to set you up with a pretrial for August 14th on those. That'll work. That'll be 10:20 in the morning. That'll be on Zoom with Judge Martin. So, yeah, we'll get you a paper notice on those, and I'll put you on a personal bond on those too. All right, raise your right hand for me. Do you swear or affirm and acknowledge the debt payable to the court in the amount of $1,000 on each of these 2 files for a total of $2,000 if you don't show up for your court date?
Yes, sir.
All right, you can put your hand down. Now, anything you want to tell me before I sentence you on today's file?
I'm there.
Hit leave.
All right, Mr. Lewis, on today's file, fines and costs are $500, and I'm ordering 4 days on the court work program in lieu of jail time. So that means instead of putting you in jail for 4 days, I'm letting you do work program. We run that program currently, we're running it 6 days a week. You decide which 4 days you want to work, and you schedule those 4 days. Go ahead. That's all right, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to do that.
full time, so how would that do this there?
Are you working Monday through Saturday? No, it's an alternative to jail. Do you always work 6 days a week? Or is it like that your shift changes? All right, so, and I'll let you spread them out, right? So if you think you can schedule 1 day off for the next 4 days or for the next 4 weeks without getting in trouble at work. All right. So try to get these 4 days banged out before the end of July. So I'll give you the rest of June and all of July so you can spread them out a little bit so you're not getting into hot water at work. All right. You got that? Questions? Good luck. Anything ready?
Daria Brown, she's a CSA, she's on your left, she's in person here.
Who's she got? Who's her attorney? Ms. Brown, come on up. Your appearance.
When Peter Bernard, he's got an 8413, I'm an easy counsel for Michigan crimes.
All right, he's going to plead to allowing. All right. Sir, do you understand your rights and options? And you understand the possible penalty for this added charge? Are you pleading guilty to that charge freely and voluntarily today? Did you drive a vehicle in Belleville on May 8, 2026?
Yes.
Was your license suspended, revoked, or denied?
Yes.
I'll accept your plea to the added charge, dismiss the original charge. Mr. Granado, what should I know about this gentleman before I sentence him?
I think you should know that this is the only thing, getting his driver's license back.
Awesome.
And he's gonna be, going into the Secretary of State's office to get his license back, probably this week or next week.
Okay. All right. So you're real close.
Yes.
Are you working?
Currently, no.
When's the last time you had a job? Where were you working?
Honestly, that was out of 4 weeks ago.
Okay. All right. How long were you at Menards?
4 days.
All right. You got anything going?
Yeah, I got some side jobs, building a shed and.
Okay. All right. So before you leave the building, at the front counter, the far end, ask to speak to Mr. Taylor and tell him you're looking for work.
Okay.
All right. One of the hats he wears here is he keeps track of everybody local. Well, everybody. He keeps track of a lot of businesses locally that are looking for help. All right. And I see you're a local guy. Taylor. All right. All right. So back to work here. Before I sent you on today's file, it looks like you owe us, excuse me, $510 from a 2024 Van Buren ticket. Are you in a position to get some kind of payment plan set up on that? All right. You're going to talk to Mr. Taylor about those options too. All right. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you a Christmas present. Usually on this file, I would do fines and costs of $500 plus late fees. Here, you got a show cost fee, so that'd be $550, and 4 days on the work program as an alternative to jail. Because you're so close to get your license, I'm going to tell you, do the 4 days on the work program, and within 30 days, you're either going to have to pay that $550 or show me a valid license. So literally, I'm going to pay you $550 to go get your license. You understand that? I defy anybody to find me a better deal in a court system. All right, you got it? Go down and schedule your 4 days, talk to Mr. Taylor about employment, and talk to him about your options on the 510. Got it? Good luck.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Next case, Your Honor, if you're ready to go is Jefferson Avalos.
I don't, Dennison what?
What's your last name?
Got it.
Go
ahead.
Good morning, Your Honor. Peter Bernard, P78413, MIDC counsel for Mr. Avalos.
All right, so he's going to plead. All right, both original charges are going to go away. We're going to do an impeding traffic on the limited access speed, and we're going to do a no valid operator's license on the operating without license. right? Okay, so how about instead of doing the impeding traffic, which just gives her more work to do, I'll just hit him a little heavier on the money on the misdemeanor. So we're just gonna process one file. All right, so the speeding ticket's gonna be an outright dismissal. You understand that, sir? All right. And did you discuss your rights with counsel? You understand those rights and the options they give you? You understand that this added charge carries a possible penalty of up to 90 days in jail, up to $500 fines plus court costs? And understanding all of this, are you pleading guilty to the charge? Are you doing so freely and voluntarily today? He's not threatened you to take this deal, has he?
No.
This is the deal that you think is best for you? Okay. All right. Did you drive a vehicle on May 31, 2026 at a location of 94 in Belleville Road? And at that time, did you have a valid license? Are you satisfied?
Just to let you know that it expired. Like a week before I used to go on.
You got it back reinstated?
He has to go to the state, jump through some hoops to get it.
All right. Are you working, sir? Where do you work? How long you been there? Say again?
I work with Storm Car
How long you work there?
last year.
All right. Anything else I should know? All right. All right. $500 fines and costs. Can you pay that today or need options? All right. Go downstairs and get a smile from the cashier and you're on your way. Good luck with your license.
A courtroom hearing took a dramatic turn when a man on probation was accused of stealing food from a restaurant while serving on a work crew. The defendant claimed he had paid for his meal, but the judge wasn't convinced. As the evidence was discussed, the judge delivered a stern warning, saying he believed the defendant was playing games with the court. He made it clear that if the allegations were proven, the consequences would be severe. Despite hearing about the defendant's family struggles and children at home, the judge ultimately ordered jail time, sending a powerful message about accountability.